So for my personal preference of paper, I like to use the Muji loose leaf line paper when I'm taking notes. When I do maths notes, I like to use the grid paper, but that's just like a given, but mainly the loose leaf line because it's just such good quality. I think it is quite affordable. It does, like, your pens won't bleed through, and it feels so nice when you write on it. I just love it. So I only really have two other alternatives, which is the Wilko narrow lined. It's really good paper quality, to be honest, and it's really cheap, or the Wilko graph paper. But a note on this, try and get the one that only has like one size square, because I got the one that has two and it basically made me waste paper because I would only use one side. So here's a vague idea of my notes. Most of them are in the Muji paper except the first one, and this is the reason I don't like the WH Smith one, because it does bleed through. Okay, so now I'm just going to go over what supplies I like to use. I usually write my title in a brush pen in calligraphy, so my main pen for that is the Pentel Fude Touch grey brush pen. Sometimes I use the black one, or I do like to use the Tombow Fudenesque hard tip, just because I like the thin lines it gives me. I'm also going to show you the soft tip, but I don't tend to use that because it is really similar to the Pentel Black Fude Touch. So I do only use gel pens most of the time. My main gel pen is the Muji Smooth Writing Gel Pen. It's just great, to be honest. I absolutely love it. Sometimes I switch to the normal Muji one because it's kind of thinner, even though they're both 0.5. I don't know what that's about, but they are really good. My other favorite pen used to be the Zebra Clip in 0.4. I love that pen, but it ran out and I don't want to reorder. You can see how used it is, but I just refilled it with normal Muji ink. And for drawings, I like to use the Friction pen in 0.7. I almost forgot my key thing. I always use the grey mild liner when I'm writing my notes. So guys, I do always like to go in with 3 colours for my colour scheme. So I chose pink for this one. So I went in with the Zebra mild liner, the Stabilo pastel highlighter, and the Sarasa clip. So obviously they're all pink. I have alternatives, but I don't really tend to use them. At the end, I show that if I want an accent, then I will go in with a red pen or something like that. When I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell, 'cause I'm a piece of shit, it ain't hard to fucking tell. Okay, so let's actually get started with the notes. I start off, like I said, by writing my titles in calligraphy, either with the Pentel Fude Touch or with my Tombow Fudenesque. Then I just do a highlighted line down from where I finish writing the title to signify the colour theme. Lying to my mother, even stealing out a purse. Crime after crime, from drugs to extortion. I know my mother wish she got a fucking abortion. She don't even love me like she did when I was younger. Sucking on her chest just to stop my fucking hunger. I wonder if I died, would tears come to her eyes? Forgive me for my disrespect. So I start with highlighting any keywords I may have, and the definition. When I write it, I highlight any important word in a different colour pen. Roll the magnum till my head threaten to bullshit and squeeze until the bed's completely red. I'm glad I'm dead, a worthless fucking Buddha head. The stress is building up, I can't. So any key points throughout are highlighted with the accent colour. So now for my actual notes, I start by highlighting the subtitle with the darker fine liner colour, and then I begin writing notes from there. So I start with a dot for the main point, and then I use sub-points after that, so a dash, an arrow, and this will continue for however many sub bits there are.
She know me and her sister had something going on. I reached my peak, I can't speak. Call my nigga cheek, tell him that my will is weak. I'm sick of niggas lying, I'm sick of bitches hawking. Matter of fact, sick of talking.
Now there's a lot of little extra things that you can do to make your notes stand out. So I really like doing the thing where I do cursive over block letters, and this was a bit messy, but I was rushing. So I also sometimes use post-it notes. I draw boxes, and a lot of people do this to make your boxes even cute, so you can do drop shadows around them. I do love that. I forgot to mention this, but anything that I might find important, I write in grey. And as I mentioned before, any diagrams and drawings are done in pencil or my Muji pen.
Last name savage, bitch, but no, I'm not randy. Hit her with no condom, had to make her eat a Plan B. And I'm sipping on that codeine, not brandy. I'm just starting on my ex, bitch. I was just blessing on my ex, bitch. Hold up, I'm just starting on my ex, bitch. I'm just blessing on my ex, bitch. Took a wedding ring, I bought a necklace.
I'm not even gonna lie, because I rarely do this. Also, my lettering was so bad here. Please allow me, but I do really big lettering. I've done it a couple times, but it is really rare that you're gonna see lettering that big in my note, or actual lettering in my notes at all. And I'm really ashamed of this lettering, oh my gosh. I did add a disclaimer that my notes aren't perfect. My lettering is not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that your notes need to look like this. I'm just saying that people have asked me how I do my notes, and this is how I do them. My handwriting is not, like, nothing is perfect about this. It's just how I like to do it. This is my personal preference. Obviously, you don't need to go through all the effort, but I like to. I find it really nice, and that's all I have to say.
I think we should rule out him and for now, 'cause we're falling apart, falling apart, falling apart. Leaving, you're just doing that to leaving.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my social media. I feel like such a YouTuber. And thank you.